The law is versatile, but are you? Hi, and welcome to the Law Simplified, the world's largest independent online law school platform. I'm your instructor, Shavin Bandad-Nayaka. You might be a student that's aspiring to go into the legal fraternity as a purebred practitioner, as a solicitor, as a barrister, as a lawyer, depending on the jurisdiction you intend to traverse in. Some of you might actually be doing law as a mid-career pivot, as a professional. You've seen the advent of AI, you've seen the advent of technology taking hold, and you've asked yourself whether there's an opportunity for you in those new burgeoning areas of law, so to speak. You might be someone who's already a practitioner, someone who's been traversing through the fraternity in that purebred form and wanting to specialize and become an expert in a particular area. But the common denominator among all of these professions, vocations, or pathways is the requirement that you must be able to understand, reflect, and acknowledge your own temperament, and to attach that temperamental perspective of yours to the profession that you're going to be in. If you like the type of content that I make on this YouTube channel, do subscribe to The Law Simplified and leave a comment below of what other types of content you would find helpful. If you are a first, second, or third year law student, I would highly recommend enrolling in the comprehensive online law school platform, complete with theory, tutorial, and workshop lessons based on the actual one-on-ones that I've conducted with first-class law students globally. The key word here that I want to impart on you in terms of your career development is rhythm. What do I mean by this? The rhythm in terms of your career, in terms of your professional acumen, relates to the ability for you to fine-tune, so to speak, what you're good at on the one hand and how you go about doing that which you are good at and attaching that to a vocation that is rewarding or fulfilling. Now, on a previous occasion on this YouTube channel, I had spoken about the value of understanding your legal personality. You can find that through the description below or clicking on the card that will appear up top. But what I want to impress on you is to first isolate what type of personality you have. Are you someone who is calm and collected under pressure? You don't necessarily get flustered. You go about your day in a relatively stoic manner? Or are you someone that thrives on stressful work environments, while that might seem counterintuitive, where you need to be thrown into the fire, so to speak, in order for you to perform well? Are you someone who is planned out, so to speak, throughout the span of any given time? You're someone who is very timely. You're productive only when you have something down on a calendar, when you've scheduled it out, and when you can foresee what's going to happen next. Or are you someone who thrives on spontaneity, someone who looks at circumstances as they come? And whilst that might not seem pragmatic to most, it's how you work out things. From a spatial perspective, are you someone that has to first clean out your desk and have everything in its proper place before you start work? Or are you someone that finds solace in the mess that is around you, so to speak? In whichever context, different people subjectively operate differently. But where there might be a lack of productivity and development and growth in terms of your vocation is when you cannot map your particular temperament and the style by which you do things to a vocation that fits. Now, I started off this video by saying that law is versatile in terms of a profession. And the reason why I say that is because study of the law and pursuing a career in law is something that's quite tessellated compared to most other professions. Lawyers or advocates or barristers and solicitors end up in all sorts of vocations, and I've said this ad nauseum on this very YouTube channel as well as the different platforms the Law Simplified is disseminated on. But the most important thing to understand is that your vocation should have some correlative aspect to your temperament. If your temperament does not in any way form a compatible balance and a connection with the vocation that you're doing, not only are you not going to enjoy what you're doing, but you won't be successful either. That being said, until the next time that we speak, have fun, stay safe, and as always, obey the law.